Hi, today we are diving deep into the buzz around the Chabahar port in Iran and why it has Pakistan's Gwadar port feeling the blues.
Hey, TV wale bhai! Hey!
Okay, that clip was just to make you smile. The questions we are answering today. Why did Gwadar, which was supposed to turn Pakistan into a developed nation, fail to take off? And why is everyone so excited about Chabahar all of a sudden?
फिर तो ये लोग कहेंगे कि मोदी जी की बात बता रहा है.
I'm Manish Adhikari and you're watching First Things Fast.
Hi.
When a country wants to become the world's factory, it needs efficient ports to export its goods. Take China for example. Out of the world's 10 busiest container ports, 7 are in China. That's huge. Now let's talk about India. India is pushing hard to ramp up its manufacturing and port capabilities. Despite significant efforts under Prime Minister Modi, India's container traffic in 2020 was just 17 million TEUs compared to China's whopping 245 million TEUs. That's less than 10% of China's traffic. Now let's turn the spotlight on Gwadar and China's involvement there. Back in November 2016, Gwadar's opening was celebrated with Chinese trucks loading cargo onto the first ship there. Pakistan's then Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif hailed it as the dawn of a new era. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC, was expected to bring prosperity by connecting China's Xinjiang province to the sea through Pakistan. Gwadar was to become the next Dubai. Pakistan hoped Chinese investments would transform the 2,000-kilometer corridor into an industrial hub. Fast forward 8 years, Pakistan's economy is in tatters, its politics is more fractured than ever, and the Gwadar port is severely underperforming. Its best year, 2020. That year, Gwadar saw just 22 container ships, meaning almost zero revenue for Pakistan and the Chinese company running the port. Now, security concerns in Balochistan, one of Pakistan's poorest regions, have also made Chinese investors wary. Attacks on Chinese workers in Pakistan have added to this unease, making further investments unlikely. Plus, 90% of any income from Gwadar goes to the Chinese company, leaving Pakistan with crumbs and Balochistan with nothing. Just up the coast, Chabahar is basking in positive change. Now, this change can be partially traced back to this Ghalib poem Prime Minister Modi shared with the Iranians in Tehran back in May 2016.
Ghalib ne kaha hai, once we make up our mind, the distance between Kashi and Kashan is only half step.
Fast forward to now, India has signed a 10-year deal with Iran to develop and operate Chabahar. This story has been in the works for over 20 years. India and Iran have been discussing Chabahar since 2002, but US sanctions on Iran plus a host of other regional and international factors slowed things down until now. Now, Chabahar is closest to Gujarat in India and just 768 nautical miles from Mumbai in Maharashtra. It's a deep water port that can handle large, heavily loaded ships. Now, this port is a game changer for India, enhancing its connectivity to Central Asia, Afghanistan and beyond. In 2023, India sent 20,000 tons of wheat to Afghanistan through Chabahar, bypassing Pakistan's blockade. With increasing tensions in the Red Sea, this deal gives India crucial access and the ability to outmaneuver the Chinese-Pakistani CPEC. But after the India-Iran deal was signed a few days back, the US State Department reminded everyone about the sanctions on Iran. They warned that anyone doing business with Iran risks facing these sanctions.
I will just say, as it relates to the United States, U.S. sanctions on Iran remain in place and will continue to enforce them.
Does that mean including against Indian firms potentially?
So broadly, Sean, you've heard us say this in a number of instances. Any entity, anyone considering business deals with Iran, they need to be aware of the potential risk that they are opening themselves up to and the potential risk of sanctions.
However, India's foreign minister downgraded the American statement and urged them to take a broader view of the deal.
This is actually for everybody's benefit. I don't think people should take a narrow view of it, and they have not done so in the past. So if you look at even US's own attitude to Chabahar in the past, the US has been appreciative of the fact that Chabahar has a larger relevance. So, we will work at it.
To sum up, the Chabahar port deal is a major geopolitical and economic move for India. It promises new trade routes and stronger regional ties, but the threat of US sanctions looms large. How India navigates these challenges will be crucial because the world is watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video fun, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more updates. Oh, and before we go, I'm sharing a fascinating story in the description below. It's a story by our colleague Swisham Mukul on how the control over Gwadar was in Omani hands since the 1780s. And guess what? Jawaharlal Nehru may have turned down an offer from the Omanis to take control over Gwadar in 1956. Do read that story and share your views in the comments section. See you next time on First Things Fast.